We're on the banks of the Genesee River near downtown Rochester, New York. We're going to visit an abandoned vacuum oil factory today.
Rochester has a rich industrial history. Even though most of the old businesses are gone, many of their old factory buildings still remain. Back in the day, this riverfront property would have been considered prime real estate, not because of the view, but because the river was a highway for the transportation of goods. So a ship could dock out here, and they could offload material and onload material. Right here behind me is the loading dock for this factory. Sometimes these old factories generated a lot of toxic waste in the process of making whatever it was they made. This one's no exception. This here is a monitoring well. So they drill these holes down and they can measure the groundwater and see if there's any contamination in them. The idea is that over time the contamination will just dissipate and the groundwater will be clean again. Earlier we talked about how these old factories were built along the riverbank so they could take advantage of the waterway for the transportation of goods. Now, this building here used to have more than it does today. If you look at the vertical uprights in the concrete, you can see the remains of sills. Now, on those sills, they would have built structure out, which would have been a dock out to the river. Even if you look higher, you can see the remains of openings that used to be doorways, and that's how they would get goods in and out of the building, out to the river. As much as we'd like to tour this place, there's a sketchy looking individual in there right now and we don't know what they're up to, so we'll come back some other time.